Okay, we're with our reporter, Bruce Walton. We're going to try to give you a few details. I'm going to have to come behind the camera. Come back over here to the side. Here you go. All right, just step right up there. Kind of give the folks some information on what we know right now. Right up close, nice and loud.
All right, yes, this is Bruce Walton from the Chronicle Telegram. So what I was able to do is speak to the homeowner. Her name is Sandy Eaton. She is 64 years old. Said that she was just at home. Her husband was out golfing. She heard some sort of noise, went to check, didn't see her husband, but did find just a fire starting just somewhere in the front of her home. She said that the fire kind of gotten to cover most of the doorway of the front door, reaching the porch. She had an oxygen tank nearby, and she had already called the 911 for fire to be able to get some assistance. By the time she was trying to get her pets out, she was not able to, but left the door open as fire officials were trying to get her to leave. As soon as she was able to go, she said about 10 minutes, it went from the door frame to the rest of the structure, and then 10 minutes after that, the rest of the about 7 to 15 oxygen tanks scattered about within her home, which she needed just for medical reasons, began to explode, which also spread the fire and also intensified the flames. A number of different fire departments have been able to come in assistance to get the fire out, and currently it is starting to subside, but along with the structure falling.
All right, thank you, Bruce. There's a lot of fire in there. If you look towards the back, you see still heavy fire burning inside.
Firefighters have been working on this for pretty much an hour.
All right, we're going to try to loop around to the other side and see what we can show you from another angle. There were some of those oxygen tanks that our reporter was telling you about. problem. So you can get out of there. Thank you. All right, we're going to move back for safety purposes. That wall's about to collapse, so.
Yeah, I literally went home and kissed the floor.
Do you mind if I talk to you on camera about what you saw here? Say that again? Do you mind if I talk to you on camera about what you saw here?
I don't know what I'd be able to help you with.
Okay, well, just tell us who you are.
My name is Paul Rickey.
Okay, Paul, just a little bit about what you saw when this started. What do you know about it?
Well, I don't know these neighbors. I know these neighbors. I live on the other street. But it was awful, just reminiscent of what I saw 14 months ago. Here comes the truck with more water. 14 months ago when the house closer to me burned, this just looks awful familiar to that. But yeah, I don't know these people. I know they're older, and I know he was playing golf and she was inside the house. Somebody heard some explosions. I was home working, but I did not hear any explosions.
All right, well, thank you very much for talking to us.
Sure, no problem.
Still have some things popping off inside there. I don't know if they're oxygen tanks or gas tanks or what they might be. Back section of the house that just collapsed. See the trees are on fire back there now. Okay, so just so everybody is clear, it is our understanding there are no injuries in this. The homeowners are across the street. They're safely away from everything. We don't know what they are. We've had some questions about what those explosions are that we've heard. It could be any number of things. The garage area is burning right now, so it could be gas cans, it could be oxygen tanks, it could be spray paint. I mean, any number of things will make a very loud pop when they explode.
From what we were told by witnesses, the actual explosions from the tanks are a lot louder than the pops that we're hearing. They're saying that it was like fireworks. So if anything, it could be a myriad of other different causes.
Okay, so they've just started in now with the aerial trucks. It does definitely seem like they've had water issues back here. but the aerials put a lot of water in directly on top of the fire. You can see all the steam generating now, so they'll make a lot of progress on it, but unfortunately there's really nothing left of this house at all.
Yes, as a township, this does not really have any fire hydrants just in the area that we're in, so they had to get a lot of assistance for tankers from a bunch of different township fire departments. Also at our feet here are about, as I counted, 28 oxygen tanks. Some of them are filled, some of them are empty. But these are what the crews were able to salvage out of the house before the fire could reach them.
I see Chris asking if everyone's okay inside. You'll repeat that the homeowner is safe. I'll have Bruce recount one more time for everybody who's just joining in, kind of the genesis of all this. So Bruce, just reporter Bruce Walton, just tell everybody what we know from the beginning.
Yes, well, so we know that a homeowner here of the name of Sandra Eaton was just in her home. Her husband was out golfing when she just heard a noise over near the front door. She did not know if it was her husband coming home. She checked, did not see anyone or her husband, but she did start to see a fire beginning to form. She called 911 and she said about the entirety of just that kind of wall where the front door was, the fire was just kind of building up. So she had kind of left through the back door, left it open, tried to get her cats. She said by the time firemen arrived, it was pretty much engulfing more of the house. She had to leave. She had pets in the house. She hoped that they had made it out, but could not be able to confirm that they did. She knows she has cats, but did not disclose just how many specific amounts of pets that she had. She said about within 10 to 20 minutes, the fire just completely engulfed the house. And because of oxygen tanks that she has scattered throughout her home for medical purposes that were beginning to explode, it shook a number of different residents who said that they heard it go off like fireworks. Fire crews were able to get down here and at least try to combat the fire. However, the structure did not sustain its integrity at all. As you can see, the fire crews are still working on the fire. It's taken about maybe an hour and a half for them to get to this point.
Okay, everybody, we're going to move around, try to check up a new position here. We may be discontinuing this feed here shortly, but if there's anything new to update, we'll be coming back with it. I'm going to attempt to talk to the homeowner here. Now, out of respect for her and everything that's going on, I am not going to show her, so I'm going to point the camera down. So we may be back in a moment, but if not, we'll move to another spot. So one moment. Now she's talking to some family and friends. We're just going to give her a moment. I have a live feed, but I'm putting it in the picture. I just a lot of people asking about it, and what I'll do is, if you don't mind just talking, I'll point the camera the other way and they can just hear me talk. That's what I do. Okay. Here, we'll just put this right over here. So, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Sandy Eaton.
Hi, Sandy. Okay, so a lot of people obviously have been watching the live feed of the fire, so they've been very concerned about you and your family. Anything you can tell us? Everybody's okay?
It's like, except for my animals, that couldn't get out, and then we finally made them get out because they were afraid the house was going to blow up.
Right.
So left the door open so hopefully they got out.
They have a way of doing that. I've seen a lot over the years.
They're like my kids.
Right. Okay. Well, fire wants to talk to you, so we'll let you go. Thank you. Okay, so that's Sandy. She's doing well. Mary, I see your message. I'm going to discontinue the feed in just a moment, and I promise you I will go back over and give her your message. So that's the house next door. The one that's on fire is behind the trucks here, and unfortunately that one's completely gone. So we're going to discontinue the feed for now. If there are any updates from the scene, we will be back. Thanks everybody for tuning in.